It's still my third floor.
Hello, everybody. We are live. Welcome. Tonight, you are watching Gravencast Live, and we got a great show for you tonight. 4 topics in total for you guys tonight. First, we have two homeless people, unfortunately, freezing to death because they couldn't get social welfare programs because government could not give a shit enough to help these people out. And that's what the march is for. Is for stuff like this. We're getting to that. We're also getting to this Lacari guy, a Asmongold associate, supposedly getting exposed for having a bunch of weird things on his device. And then we also got Thomas Massie's donors getting harassed by the Trump administration for supporting Thomas Massie, and the Trump administration forcing these people to not support Thomas Massie anymore. That's right. We got a big show for y'all tonight. And and we also got Very Dark reviewing some video game as well that we're getting into as well. Also, I'm hearing a little feedback from you, Torin.
Pretty good.
All right, but yeah, how you doing tonight on this wonderful
not bad.
Wednesday night? That's good. I'm glad that you're doing good. I'm doing good myself. You know, second stream since the March, so I'm doing pretty good myself. Now let's go ahead and get right into this topic right here too. So this is from a Twitter account that reports about homelessness in LA, and this happened under a bridge in LA. It says reports of unhoused people having froze to death over the last week are trickling in. Dead under a bridge from the cold in the richest country in the world.
Why do you sound so far away, Triton?
Do I sound better now? Hello?
Yeah. You sound better now. You just sound a little bit further away from the mic.
All right, anyways, reports of unhoused people having froze to death over the last week are trickling in. Dead under a bridge from the cold in the richest country of the history of the world. This was preventable. This was a policy choice our government chooses every day. It says, breaking, 2 people found dead under a bridge in downtown. HPD says police believe individuals froze to death. And that's the thing. They're freezing to death because the government's not giving them housing. The government's not giving them social welfare programs for them to survive. And that's why we did the March to DC. That's why I decided to march to DC, because I'm so tired of this shit. So tired of people in the country, the land of the free, and also one of the richest country in the world being homeless and starving and freezing to death. It's not right, especially in a country like this. This is insane. The Trump administration definitely needs to do better. Instead of giving billions and billions to Israel, we need to give at least a few thousand to these homeless people and get more social welfare programs in check. And if you can't give them money, at least give them jobs. Give them a way to earn something. Because none of these people have jobs because the economy is so shit. None of the jobs want to hire for whatever reason. A lot of businesses are going out of business, and it's just not right. The economy is so fucked right now. And Trump wants to do nothing. The government wants to do nothing. And it ain't just the Republicans. It's the Democrats too. Both Democrats and Republicans are responsible for this country being the way it is. And that's why people are reportedly being froze to death and stuff. Apparently, too, there's another situation of a woman and a baby getting froze to death because of this winter storm and because they had nowhere to go because they couldn't get social welfare programs. We need more affordable social welfare programs, 100,000%. We need them. We need more people on jobs. We need more help for the homeless and for the homeless that actually want to work, not the ones that want to stay on the street and do jobs. They're talking about actual legitimate homeless people that do want to work. We need more social welfare programs for those people. We just do. And the fact that the Trump administration wants to do jack shit about it is just fucking nuts. And it's crazy. It's like, bro, can't believe we're supposed to be the richest country in the world, but we're all getting homeless. We're all getting bankrupt. We're all struggling. Like, it's getting bad. It's not as bad as the Great Depression, but if we keep going down this road, in like 20, 30 years, we'll be in another Great Depression too. And I'm serious. That's why we got to do something. That's why we need to fix the economy, get our debts paid out, and actually help the homeless Americans and help the people instead of, being involved in all these foreign conflicts that don't matter. In order for us to be the world police, we need to help ourselves. How can we help the rest of the world if we can't even help ourselves? Torn, you got any thoughts on it?
Not really.
It's kind of a short topic. I just wanted to bring it up in the beginning because this is so fucking bullshit. This is dumb. It's like, what the fuck? Like, why are people still being homeless in a country that is supposed to be a first world country? It's so fucking stupid. So dumb. I just can't believe that we're living in a time like this. I really can't. That people are freezing to death in a first world country. Such a
Okay, I'm
shame.
back for the time being.
All right, welcome back. So yeah, wrapping up this topic now, I'm gonna see if I can find out one Vera thing. If not, we'll move on to the Lacari thing.
Holy shit, bro! I'm fucking insane.
So, where should I slide videos?
See here.
Well, I don't know which one. I think it was. Do you know what Jim was wanting me to cover from Vera? Was it the lesbian night game?
Oh, the hold on. I got it in my DMs with him. It's the Code Vein censorship.
Oh, Code Vein censorship. Okay, Code Vein. Right here, Code Vein 2 censored?
Yeah, and modernized.
All right.
Where is Getler? He's supposed to be in this topic ranting.
He had a family emergency.
Well, looks like he won't be ranting tonight.
No, but we can rant for him. Wait, let me get this one up. And then after that, we're also let me go ahead and promote the stream to this, but I still haven't done that yet because I just wanted to get through that first topic, get out of the way. Because I'm really passionate about the homeless shit. I really am. I'm so tired of people in America being homeless and the government not doing anything about it. It's so fucking stupid and dumb. I actually do fucking hate it. I really do. Okay, let me go ahead and note the stream in the Discord and Twitter, and then we'll get right back into covering Vera Dark, the censorship of Cold Vein 2. And get to rant a lot because Jim unfortunately couldn't be here for this one, and because of stuff going on. Yeah. And that just sucks. But yeah, let me go ahead and promote this. And we'll get right into it. But yeah, Tor, since you already know about it, you want to give a monologue while promoting? Tor?
What?
You want to give a monologue while promoting it, since you already know a little bit of it?
Well, Code Vein 2 was hyped up as a sequel for a game released several years ago called Code Vein. I can't remember when it was released. When was it released? When was the original Code Vein released? I can tell you now. Oh, geez. Recent reviews are mixed on it. People are review bombing it after the censorship dropped. Of the first or the second game.
That's really rude. That's really funny.
Yeah, it was released September 26th, 2019. But yeah, I'm looking on the Steam page right now and reviews are mixed. I'm going to go to the reviews and see what they're saying.
While you do that, I can go ahead and play the video. But it seems like this game's getting censored for no reason because there's all these left-wing companies just trying to censor these video games. So literally no reason over political reasons. And a lot of these video games don't even really involve themselves in politics. So you wonder, why is this game getting censored? Like, these people are just crazy. Yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button on the stream and all that, and let's go ahead.
Oh, apparently it's related to the fact that it's having some issues on newer PCs.
Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and continue and play this video.
When you get really excited for a new game and then you find out it's got a lot of problems. And unfortunately, Code Vein 2 now has outfit censorship. It features body types A and B, and it is just completely different from the first title. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, Code Vein 1 was a really fun game, and it did feature a lot of fan service, so people expected.
Now, since this is my stream, you better support my streams, bitch. My streams.
That to continue into the next game. When you set our expectations high and then you go and completely change the experience, you're going to face major backlash, and that is what is happening right now. There are tons of posts about this on social media, but let's start with this one. It says Code Vein 2 will feature Type A and Type B bodies. The game has been heavily censored from the previous entry to. I am so angry with body type A and B because it doesn't ruin an experience. One of my favorite games, Elden Ring, does not actually feature gender, but it's still a stupid change. Okay, nobody asked for this. Nobody truly cares about.
Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like nobody asked for this stuff, and it ruins the fucking game when you put changes like this. It's really just dumb. It's like, why are you putting this stupid retarded change that no one asked for?
This, and all you are going to do is be criticized for this decision. Clearly, you have a body type that looks like a male and a body type that looks like a female. So call them what they are. As you can see from this image where they were highlighting things like the chest slider, the bust sizes do not get very large, but you can also see, if you look at her legs, the black fabric of death, which this game does feature quite a lot of. The bath towel costume has been censored in Code Vein 2. Here's another look, and another outfit. On the left was the original. On the right is the altered version. If you are going to show a
Yeah.
What's up, Chef Roth in chat? But yeah, it's just really weird that they're making everything about gender and shit. It's like, why are you even doing that? Why are you trying to push left-wing politics into video games? A lot of people are tired of that shit because they've been doing this shit for several years. That's why Ubisoft's off the map, because Ubisoft tried that bullshit. And Ubisoft's now not making as much money because people got tired of Ubisoft. That's the same with this company. It's like they need to stop censoring these video games and just leave these video games alone. You know what I mean, Tori? It's just so tiresome. Like every time we cover one of these topics of video games getting censored because it doesn't say what gender it is or blah blah blah. Is that Rhoda? No, this is Code Vein 2. That's what this is. It's Code Vein 2.
Little bit less skin.
Yeah.
I would at least appreciate them putting a little bit of effort into it. Like, imagine if it was these shorts, but they were like white and lacy and they still featured a little bit of fan service. That would be still a problem, but at least a slightly better middle ground. At least it looks like you put a little bit of care into it, but no. They just have to add these awkward, weird black pieces of clothing, which of course I personally hate. I mean, this is an image from Code Vein 1, right? You have so much cleavage and skin showing and panty shots, and people expect that. Is it the entirety of the game? Of course not. But it had a certain aesthetic, and you need to stick to it, but they did not do that. And it's really no surprise to see why, because it's Bandai Namco. Now, this would be a very large rabbit hole to go through, but I'm just going to show a few statements that have been made from Bandai Namco or people affiliated with it. This is an article.
Audiences. That's what the title of that article says.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
they admit to it. That's the,
they admit to it. They're not even
so
hiding
smug
it.
about it too. That's the funny part. I've seen.
They're so smug. Yeah, because you know why? Because they know we can't really do anything about it, and that's the sad part. Is
yeah,
it's
the same with these anime localizers. I'm pretty sure that it's only affecting the localization of Code Vein 2. I bet the Japanese version is going to be mostly uncensored, though I am not 100% sure. That's the crazy part about this.
That is the most insane part about it. It's like they literally are admitting to it.
Yeah, it's like a few years back we took one step forward for censorship. Now we're taking 2 steps back.
Yeah, we're just taking 2 steps back. We're allowing this. That's why there needs to be more
Yeah.
people calling this out. More people like
Before we weren't.
us.
Before we were seeing games censored less, but all of a sudden we're seeing more of them censored now.
Yeah, we're seeing them way more censored now, and that's the fucked up part. It's like you're seeing all these videos, every little thing, like too much cleavage, bad words, bad storyline. It's like, come on. Isn't this the land of the free? Is this America? Like, isn't gaming also protected under the First Amendment? Because it's free speech, but yet they want to take away our free speech even in video games. It's like, how can you call this country the land of the free if you allow these video game companies to censor video games with no repercussions? Because they're basically breaking the First Amendment and no one's doing anything about it.
From January 2024, it says a recent article from the Japan Times covered the role of localization when it comes to bringing Japanese media to English-speaking audiences, and a handful of statements in particular stood out. One statement from Frank Genti, the senior localization manager at Bandai Namco, attributes some of the changes to the #MeToo movement, and that they need to tell Japanese game developers to dress their heroines. We tell them the cleavage is a bit too exposed, or the skirt is a bit too short.
Not gonna lie, the Me Too movement's so stupid. Why the fuck are they even caring about video games? Like, aren't they supposed to go for real like crimes?
Of a bunch of idiots back in 2017 using the political climate to try and take advantage of shit. Well, there are a few legitimate criticisms, like the whole what's his name, Weinstein situation. There were also women that openly admitted later on to lying about certain things during the Me Too movement for attention. And to top it off, the Me Too movement was just a way to literally demean and harm men, basically. Basically, they were just using it as a method of trying to get men canceled and also cause a power balance shift. That's literally what it was.
Yeah, they're trying to get men that don't agree with them canceled. And it's so fucking stupid. Well, that's the thing. It's just like, why do they have so much hatred for men too? It's like, aren't video games supposed to be everyone? Aren't you just supposed to just play the video game? Like,
well, it's not just video games either. It's all
I
over
know.
the
It's all over. Like, it's all over the political industry in general. Because they do it in politics all the time, especially geopolitics.
You must be freeloaded up.
Before they weren't very flexible.
I'm confused here.
Who? Oh, the chatter or
Cheferoth, yes.
She's a fucking idiot. Someone should post a dick print sweatpant for her drool over if that's the case. If you're talking about Vera, I'm curious. Like, what's your beef with her?
But they've become more proactive on such matters. Here's another article talking about this. Bandai Namco localization teams admit they order Japanese developers to censor their female character designs, and this is heartbreaking because they should not be forced to censor a game that is clearly not made for children. Okay, clearly it's adults.
That's another thing. It's like, why are you? I understand censoring games that are made for children, right? But games that are made for adults, why bother censoring? Like,
I don't know.
Handle it. Like, that's the thing. Like,
that's actually been an issue since the 90s too. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but the original 1996 Resident Evil game was actually heavily censored here in the West. They toned down a lot of the violence for
oh yeah, I know about that, and I don't know why. It's like, why you Resident Evil is supposed to be for adults anyway, so why the fuck are you even censoring?
Yeah, it was even still rated M for mature, so I don't understand what the censorship was supposed to accomplish.
You're gonna rate. That's another thing. They rate the games M for mature, but they still censor a mature game. That doesn't make sense.
And something you'll. Oh, she's not complaining about it. She's complaining about the fact it's happening. You're misunderstanding what she's talking about.
No, she's complaining about it happening and about the
because
game
she's
being
anti-censorship
censored.
too, buddy. That's why she's
like she's not for the
reporting
game
on it.
being she's not for the game being censored. She's actually against it being censored. That's why she's calling it out and covering it. She literally said she was against it just like a few seconds ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, she's
Playing
just
this
reporting on the whole situation.
And so you should offer this adult
No problem, man.
content. It's okay. I am sick and tired of activist Westerners telling, in this case, Japanese developers what they can and cannot do. Japanese developers and Japanese studios and companies need to stand their ground and defend the entertainment that their creators are creating, because you are going to lose your sense of identity, and then nobody's going to want to.
And she ain't wrong. Like the entertainment industry needs to defend it. Needs to defend this game not being censored, and needs to question the company. Like, why are you censoring an adult game? Why are you censoring adult
on another
things?
note about Vera, she recently someone wrote an article about her on one of those crappy left-wing news websites. I think it was Aftermath or something. And what's funny about it is he called her a right-wing slop tuber. And she's libertarian.
That's another thing. So like every time you disagree with the left on it, even every time you disagree with the left on literally anything, they call you a right-wing Nazi. It's like, that's not how that works, bro. Just because you disagree with the left on some things and the Republicans on another doesn't make you a Nazi or a leftist. Like, I'm so tired of this fucking labeling shit. Lefty Democrats, they do it, and the righty Republicans do it too. They're both just as bad as each other when they do that shit. Like, oh, you disagree with me? Well, you must be a left wing, or you must be a right wing. It's like, come on. Everyone knows Vera's libertarian. See, this is the problem too.
Yeah, she's mentioned it several times in her video.
Like, you can't just be your own side anymore. You have to be on either right or left, and it's so fucking stupid. That's why I'd be covering these type of topics, because I'm covering it from a Triton standpoint, not from a right or left. I'm covering it from my own personal, truthful standpoint.
Play your sanitary.
I'm sure there are a few left-wing people that would probably agree with this adult game not getting censored, because it's literally an adult game.
I know a few left-wingers who are anti-censorship, so
yeah, there are. I know, like, it's hard to say because there are a lot of left-wing people that are pro-censorship. Same with Republican right-wingers as well.
Oh yeah, there's like the far left and far right, and both of them are pro-censorship for different reasons.
Yeah, but there are a few left-wing people that are not pro-censorship, as I've talked to.
Yeah, that's mostly like center-left people, though. That's
mainly center-left, like not full-on like alt-left. Because alt-left and alt-right, they'll both censor you.
Oh yeah, they will.
For modernized.
Yeah, for different reasons, but for similar reasons as well. Like, every time you disagree with them on literally anything, they get mad and take it as a personal attack.
But yeah, the reason why they censor you is because they feel like it's objectifying women or whatever the hell else, or going against racial norms or whatever the fuck, racism, that shit. All sorts of that shit. And then the right, they're upset because religious values.
Yeah, religious values and people not agreeing with the Zionist values and all that bullshit.
Oh, wait, bro.
Slop. There is a...
This video's already halfway because this video's not that long.
Reason why Westerners are looking to other markets, whether it's Japan or South Korea or even China. There is a reason, and you need to capitalize on that, not turn into the very thing that gamers rejected the first time around. Sitting here and saying that, fictional character designs need to be changed because of the hashtag #MeToo movement. right there highlights that this person doesn't care about making entertainment.
Sorry, I
They
was gone for
care
a sec.
about altering it.
Also, not only that, but why? I thought the Me Too movement was about actual sexual assaults, not fictional character stuff in video.
Well, it's not just sexual. It wasn't just about sexual assault. It was about sexual harassment too. Like, women getting grabbed and stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought it was about that, not about what they do in video games.
Oh, it's not, but they're using it as a platform to try and censor shit.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was about to get into. That's my point is they're using this as a way to censor the game. They're literally using their movement against sexual assault and sexual harassment to censor video games. That's how you know it's not a legit movement. That's how you know they're just lying, grifting assholes. Like this really just exposes the Me Too movement's true colors. Also, is there someone else in the room? Oh, it's Robbie.
Well, the Me Too movement's been kind of dead for a while now, honestly.
It really
Especially
has.
after some of the original victims came out and said they lied about their allegations.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's another thing too. It's like the Me Too movement never did actual factual research, and that's why it fell so quickly because people just stopped trusting it.
The movement was just run by a bunch of crazy feminists.
Yeah, crazy feminists that never gave a fuck.
Yeah, and a bunch of Hollywood shills related to it.
Yeah, and some of those Hollywood shills are on the Epstein list.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that ironic that some of the people running the Me Too movement were on the Epstein list? That's funny.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
All right, let's finish this video. Also, welcome in, Robbie.
In a way that they
Hello.
deem as culturally sensitive or that they deem is politically correct, and it's up to them and their opinions. This senior localization manager is a fucking embarrassment to Bandai Namco, and I'm sick and tired of seeing this happen time and time again. And of course, in the case of Code Vein 2, I know there's going to be
preach, bitch, because I'm so tired of seeing this shit too. I'm not gonna lie, I have to agree with
Seriously,
her
that doesn't
here.
even look like underwear. It just looks like someone took a big texture and put it there.
I know, it looks like they don't even have private parts.
Yeah.
It literally looks like
If you're gonna do that, at least make it look like underwear. Jeez.
Yeah, like actually make it look like underwear,
or at least make it look like it's obscured by darkness, like some older games did.
They literally look. It literally looks like a robot, like no joke, a literal robot, because it looks like it has no private parts at all.
Yeah, it looks like honestly, it looks like a freaking a pair of spats now.
It really does. It does look like a pair of spats, probably because it is. To be honest,
be a lot of people that say it's not that big of a deal. It's just a little bit of black fabric, and I get it, right? These are not things that completely kill an experience for me either, but it is still so important to call it out and bring awareness to it. It's like I have planned to stream Code Vein 2, right? And I stream a lot of games on this channel that are censored, even games that are extremely bad, like Reloaded. I'm going to be streaming that in a couple of weeks, but it makes me not want to play the game at all because clearly Bandai Namco does not respect their customers.
Reloaded, the unintentionally racist stealing simulator. That's what I called it.
They're not respecting the customers because they're not even asking the customers. They're just censoring parts that the customers don't even want censored.
Hi, Lilith.
Hey, Lilith, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
About what people actually want and expect from them, and it really means that we can't trust Bandai Namco now. Bandai Namco has been questionable for a couple of years.
They have been you can't really trust any video company at all. You can't. Do not, and that's the thing. You can't trust Bandai Namco because they don't even care about the customers. So why trust a company that doesn't even care or listen to the customers and listen to what the fan base wants? The fan base is literally paying for the product, so they have the say in what you censor. Especially if it's an adult game. Like, I understand if it's like a PG-13 game or PG or G or something or Y or something like that. But it's a rated M for mature game. So why the fuck are you censoring it? It's bullshit. It's an adult game made for adults. So don't censor it. If it's an adult game and it's a mature game, leave it the fuck alone.
Because feminists complain. That's why. And they don't want a bunch of game journalists complain because
Then feminists shouldn't play rated. That's another thing. Feminists shouldn't just play mature. Stay away from mature games. It seems like every time they get a hold of.
Oh, it doesn't matter. These people that don't play games, they'll complain about everything and anything because it makes them feel justified.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, it makes them feel justified because they're not true gamers. They don't understand how gaming works. Yeah. They're just in it for the fucking money. Yeah,
besides, gaming's a male-dominated space.
Yeah,
exactly.
they tried
and
to
they're wanting
narrative,
this.
It's
and they're wanting this. Like,
females,
if you just don't like it, just don't play it. As simple as that. I mean, you could probably find a compromise and like ask for like something to disable it, but like you're stepping into somewhere where you're uncomfortable and you know you're going to be uncomfortable just to complain about it and then demand change and ruin it for everyone else.
Ruin it for people that it's not uncomfortable for them. It's like, that's the thing. If a game makes you feel uncomfortable, just don't play it.
So here's the
thing
thing about
you just use your head and realize it's a work of fiction. It's a game, and nobody in the real world.
Here's the thing about video games, and it's been like this for a very long time. It's only gotten worse in the last decade, though. Game journalism has had a hold on what the game developers do for almost since the beginning. And they dictate what the stuff that developers put in their games because the developers want those freaking good review scores.
Oh my god, bro! This fucking game.
Yeah. All right, let's continue with this.
Now, I have not put my full faith into them, but they're just continuing to push political BS onto us because that's really what this is about. Body type A and B isn't because they want to respect certain people. No, it's a fucking political message. And doing things like censoring panty shots when they were already in your first game is political, and it is unfortunate to see video games become this political battleground. I say it all the time and I'll say it again. If tomorrow I woke up and magically every single video game was perfect and amazing and phenomenal, I would be the happiest person on earth because I love video games and I just want this industry to thrive. But then I see situations like this and I personally feel so infuriated by them that I speak out on them. That's why this channel exists, and I hope that throughout all of the videos I've made and all of the live streams I've made, you guys have been able to sort of dissect the moves that companies are making and why they're making them. It's not because they want to represent more people. They
don't care about representing more people. They want to just censor the games to
That's the same about DEI. It's literally just a grift to both make money and also control the masses and say what they're allowed to say and what they're not to say.
Exactly. And it's for a political agenda. Yeah, it violates the First Amendment of free speech. It absolutely 100,000% does.
Don't care about people's sexualities or genders or skin colors. They care about making money, which is technically correct, but so many of them fall down this rabbit hole that these lunatic lefties that have infected their company have told them they have to go down or else they're going to be canceled, that we end up in situations like this. So I'll be keeping a close eye on Code Vein 2, but yes, it is featuring a lot of different things like type A, type B bodies. It is going to be censored, and I don't think anybody is surprised by this, but it is still extremely disappointing to see them making these types of moves. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below if you found this important and informative.
All right, I'll let you know my thoughts right now. Y'all can let y'all thoughts know in the comments in the stream down below. But anyways, my thoughts are simply, it's bullshit. You're censoring an adult game. Why are you censoring nudity from an adult game from a rated M?
It's not even real nudity. It's just some panty.
Yeah, it's not even real nudity. Exactly. Like, you're not even censoring real nudity from a mature game. It's like, bro, really? You got a baby in a mature game? Like, come on. That's so fucking stupid. This is bullshit and dumb. Hey, Torn, what's your final thoughts on this?
I think it's idiotic, and I hope this backfires on them. It probably will, too. They're probably going to see no real sales in the West because of this. At the very least. And if the censorship is affecting the Japanese version, too, which I'm still not sure of because it seems like it's a localization change exclusively. It's it may or may not affect the Japanese market too.
And it kind of sucks because I feel like this is like a piece of the domino effect that led to like shit like Call of Duty and other mature games getting censored for some stupid fucking reason. Like in Call of Duty or GTA, you can't even say like fuck or shit in the chat, but you can't. But it's in the game's dialogue constantly over and over. But they completely removed chat now, and you couldn't even like swear. God forbid you swear on an adult game.
Mm-hmm.
Why are there kids on adult games? Bad parenting.
I'm back.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
A lot of
But
these
why are there
people
kids
don't
on
have like, yeah, a lot of these people didn't have a good home life, so they blame their parents for everything, and as a result, they want to take it out on the world and pretty much just ruin things for everyone else because they didn't have them growing up.
No, it's not that. It's probably that they're given like a coddled worldview growing up, and they were
Oh, that
sheltered
too,
from
yeah.
all the bad. The
And a lot of them
heckin'
have been totally
heckarino.
online as well, because that's the problem, especially during
Lack of
COVID. That's
exposure
when
to the
a lot
real
of the
world.
insanity increased. Was around
Yeah.
COVID because these people were all locked up and isolated, and they pretty much went crazy.
Mm-hmm. So now, unless you have any more thoughts on it, now we're going to get to our third story, which is Thomas Massie just exposed that Trump is threatening to ruin his supporters' businesses if they fund his campaign. I'm not talking about IRS audits. Also, this is from Twitter, and there is a clip of Thomas Massie talking to an interviewer about
That doesn't
Trump
surprise
doing
me,
this.
honestly. You want to know
That's
the truth.
and that's another thing too. It's like the right wing loves to complain about the left wing censoring. We do too, because we just called out the left for censoring video games. But the right wing does the same shit. MAGA does the same shit. They're no
Yeah,
better.
they do.
Because that's the thing. I'm going to get back
Crazy
to
part.
it. I'm not talking about IRS audits. It's bigger than that. Here's what happens behind the scenes. First, Trump allies are coercing Massie's consultants into quitting his re-election campaign. 3 of my condolences have quit on my campaign, all 3 for the same reason. They were told your other 30 clients will fire you if you keep working for Massie. That makes that they make it hard to hire people. I really love the consultants I got now because they've been the ones who said, screw you. I'm going to work for Massie because I believe in what he's doing and I'm good enough at my job. I'll go find other clients if you clowns fire me. Second, Trump allies are threatening to ruin Massey supporters' businesses by abusing state power. I've got 1,500,000 donors across the United States. My average donation is $80. That's another thing. How can you say MAGA's for free speech when they're trying to financially ruin a Republican's campaign because they know he's telling more truths and doing more than them to help this country, and they know that the public's waking up finally, so they're going to try to financially hurt this guy. Free speech for MAGA, everybody.
Oh yeah, they want to preach free speech from MAGA, but in a moment you criticize anything related to Israel, then they want to shut you down. They're actively trying to fucking label you anti-Semitic and shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they claim to be these preachers that uphold these rights. They're conservatives, yet they don't want to conserve shit. They're hypocrites, and they keep doing this like time and time again.
They're becoming just as bad as the left, and I keep saying that's another thing too. Every time that I call out Trump or anything Trump does, like something like this, you'll have a MAGA retard come in the chat and say, "You're a leftist." Like, I'm not even a leftist. We just got done calling out the leftist scum for censoring video games. It's really ridiculous that any side that you call out, they'll just label you to the other side instead of realizing that you're just a true American that is tired of both political parties' bullshit. So now we're getting to second. Trump allies are threatening to ruin Massey supporters by abusing state powers. Okay, we already read that. It's because I don't want millionaires to give to a super PAC and to help me. No, I could take all the help I get. The problem is you reach some degree of success where you have a $1 million immediately start disposable income. You probably can't afford to tick off this administration. They'll come for your business. You won't get the permits you need to do the business. Over the MAGA split on foreign policy, there are great means which you could put money into my race and post up against the Israel First billionaires. But they stay on the sidelines because the businesses will get ruined. This is why Marjorie Taylor Greene left Washington. The Trump administration is abusing its powers and influence to crush populist America First voices in the Republican Party. And that's another thing. They're not just doing it to leftist scum that do it to other people. They're doing it to their own free speech patriot Americans. They're doing it to their own party. And that's how you know Republicans and MAGA are not for free speech. Because if they were, they wouldn't be trying to censor people, especially in their own party. It's bad enough to censor other people and other parties, but to do it in your own party just shows you have no respect for not just your own party, but your values.
In the consultant world. Let me describe.
All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and play this video of Thomas Massie explaining the Trump administration trying to lie for him. But go ahead, Torrin, before I play it.
Yeah. There's a saying I learned in a video game that was from a developer who's unfortunately no longer with us that I was friends with for a few years. Anyway, in that game, there's a character's personal quote, and he says, "Power doesn't corrupt absolutely. Instead, it gives corrupt people absolute power."
And that's the thing, too. These corrupt people do have power. They got way too much power. And that's why they're able to go at Massie. And I bet you nothing's going to happen to the Trump administration for them doing this. And that's the
Not
sad
only do
part.
I think they have a lot of power, I think that's that when you become a politician, the entire thing is that your word is your bond. But I feel like everyone keeps just like they just let them get away with just making false promises and lies. And they're still letting these people stay in Congress making decisions when they obviously can't stick by their word. If you can't, you swear an oath, and if you can't fucking keep your word on said oath and to do this job for the fucking people, you shouldn't have a seat. And it sucks that a lot of the public just let this go by.
In fact, like Dan said, because Dan was talking to me about this in person about establishing and actually prosecuting people for antitrust laws, because we can't even trust these politicians. In fact, Dan said that we have antitrust laws, but we're not using them to prosecute these politicians that broke the trust of the people. Like, why aren't we using our antitrust laws on people like Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance? They broke the trust of the people several times. Kash Patel, when he said he would release the Epstein files but failed to do so. Pam Bondi, same shit. It's like, why aren't these people getting prosecuted for antitrust laws? But yeah, if it's someone like us, they would prosecute us for those same laws, but because it's politicians that they pay and are in pocket, they ain't gonna give a fuck. Well, Erms make pressure, yes. Members celebrate what Erms did. Doesn't matter if they're being pressured. As a politician, you shouldn't be pressured. You should be like Thomas Massie and fighting for it and sacrificing and actually trying to help the people. And in fact, you shouldn't try to ruin a politician's career that actually does try to do the right thing. It's stupid what kind of world we live in. All right, let's play the video.
Describe some of the other things they do that you don't see. 3 of my consultants have quit, like on my campaign, and all 3 for the same reason. And I don't blame them. I'm not even mad at them. If I were in their shoes, I'd probably quit too. They were told that your other 3 clients will fire you, or sorry, your other 30 clients will fire you if you keep working for Massie. And so they make it hard to basically to hire the people. Then and for everyone that quit, okay, you go out and you interview 10 people to replace them, and they all tell you the same thing: I can't work for you, or I'll lose all my other clients. So it's like it's a mafia in the consultant world. By the way, I really love the consultants I got now because they're the ones who said, screw you.
If I ever worked for Massie, I would say screw you as well. And that's the problem. It's like, it's not, that's the thing when Joe Biden did the same thing when he tried to go after Charlie Kirk and Turning Point and try to silence their free speech. All of MAGA was outraged over that, right? But now that Trump, the leader, is doing it to someone else, Thomas Massie, they ain't giving a shit. In fact, some of them are defending the shit, saying it's okay and having a complete double standard. It's like, how can you claim to be free speech, but then when someone criticizes you, you try to take away their free speech? You harass their donors, you harass their sponsors, you harass their staff members. Like, that is bullshit. And that is not right at all. That is not right. That is dumb. That's life ruination. Like, that's the thing. It's not even a valid reason, because all Thomas Massie's doing is using the First Amendment. He's doing his job as a politician.
I'm going to work for Massie because I believe in what he's doing, and I'm good enough at my job. I'll go find some other clients if your clowns fire me. Okay. So good for them. The other thing they do is, so, you know, I told you I may have told you this, maybe I didn't. I've got 15,000 donors across the United States. My average donation is $80.
Oh, there went Robbie.
Is that because I don't want?
Oh, that'll be fine, because after this, we got one last topic, the Lacari asthma gold thing. And after that, stream will basically be over. But it's actually been a very good stream because, you know, we've been talking about the video game
curious about
thing.
that next topic, mostly because I want to hear Asmongold's statement on it.
Yeah, and his statements in that video as well. Apparently, it's like him and XQC making a few statements on it. But we'll get to it when we get there.
Millionaires to give to a super PAC and to help me? No, hell no. I'll take all the help I can get. The problem is, if you've reached some degree of success where you have a $1 million disposable income, you probably can't afford to tick off this administration, or they will come at your business. And I'm not talking about IRS audits. Like, it's bigger than that.
They could try coming after me, but I literally have nothing. So what business can you come at me and March for America for? Like, come on, we don't even need money, bro. We're still going to speak our voice, and you kill me, then everyone's going to know what y'all did. Everyone's going to know what MAGA really is, what the Zionists really are. Like, it's so bullshit. I can't even speak your mind in an actual free speech. That's another thing. Trump says America's free of the land. You can say whatever y'all want, and I don't mind free speech. But then when Thomas Massie, a Republican, disagrees with him, he's working behind the scenes to ruin his campaign, harass his donors, harass the staff members. And just like, what the hell are you doing? That's what the left does. That's what we criticize the radical left for doing, right? But yet the radical right's doing the same thing. The MAGA people are doing the same thing. The quote-unquote center right doing the same thing. It's like, why? Are we supposed to be against this type of stuff and not for it? I laughed my ass off when it was written like no female tits, and they slap back and show them using real life model. Oh, sorry about the game. It's actually a platform for propaganda and division, aka psychological warfare, and it never forget. And there's an ongoing war for a very long time now. Yeah, there's been a war going on a long time. Good versus evil. It's not left versus right. It's good versus evil. That's what this big, huge political war really is good versus evil. And Thomas Massie is a good candidate, while Trump is the evil one, because Trump doesn't even give a fuck about his own country.
I wouldn't even say good versus evil.
Get the permit.
I think it's
because
good
it's
versus
not nearly
evil.
as black and white as
I mean, that is true. I mean, that is true. It's not as black and white, but it's still like a lot of corruption going on.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely corruption versus wanting to do the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's corruption versus wanting to do the right thing. And there's some people like it's more complicated than that, because like you said, it's not black and white, but that's basically the gist of it.
You need to do the business. You're foreign when you try to do business overseas, that'll get interfered with. So they can't intimidate my $80 donors, right? There's too many of them. But there are, and really over the MAGA split and on foreign policy, there are people of great means. I'm talking about extraordinary means, who could put money in my race and post up against the Israel First billionaires. But they're staying on the sidelines because their business will get ruined. They won't be invited to the parties. the A-list parties, and all that goes away. So that's another part of what happens behind the scenes. There are things that you can't see, and I could see that happening in the presidential race.
That's another thing too. It's like you can't. It's so hard for real candidates like Thomas Massie to win elections because Trump's putting pressure on big, huge Hollywood influencers and billionaires not to donate to certain candidates, and if they do, their entire business will get ruined. They won't be invited to the billionaire Diddy parties. It's like it's all just bullshit. And for one, you shouldn't even be going to those parties. That's another thing too. Never go to billionaire parties, and never, even if you are a billionaire, never go to those parties. A lot of weird shit happens. But point is, it's like, like why are we living in a time like this? You know what I mean? It's just so stupid. Censorship is dumb, and that's the thing. Trump wants to say he's for free speech, but yet he's censoring Massie and his campaign for literally no reason. Is there any final thoughts on this topic, Tor, before we get to the final
not really. I've said
topic?
all I needed to say.
All right. It's actually all right. We have already read that. But yeah, anyways, we're getting to our final topic, which is Twitter versus Lacari. And Asmongold's also involved in this. So let's go ahead and get into that situation because Jim actually recommended me that topic. So let's go ahead and get to the Twitter versus video.
That was from my still a brain rot earlier.
But yeah, I just I like that's the thing. I like Thomas Massie, and I hope he wins for Kentucky in 2026. He's the only member of Congress that really does speak out and call out the left and the right, and is someone that actually doesn't look at everything black and white, but looks at everything based on truth.
Because I trade?
Exactly.
Exactly.
You lie.
Okay. What do you think I did?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to Discord and find that video again, the whole Lacari thing. But apparently, just for a monologue of the whole Lacari thing, apparently Lacari's someone that Asmongold used to briefly stream with, or I think he just knew the guy, and then the guy got exposed because he accidentally leaked drives that had links leaking to sus things like Lolly and shit, weird shit like that. And a lot of people are calling out that Lacari person for it and trying to drag Asmongold into it. So yeah. Now we're getting into honestly, I don't, and that's the thing. I know Asmongold doesn't defend that shit, so people that say Asmongold's defending that shit are just bad faith actors. All right, here it is, the video of the final topic. What? Hold on, I'm streaming. All right, now I'm pulling up the video right now. Twitter versus.
Lacari, a content creator with over 50,000 followers on Twitch and also ex-roommate of Miskiff, has
where's that team?
He's also, he's the ex-roommate of Miskiff. That's how he got exposed. That's how he has connection to Asmongold, because he's Miskiff's ex-roommate.
Accidentally revealed.
And of course, Miskiff is connected to this guy because Miskiff has his own crazy allegations that actually has some crazy damning evidence on. But that's another rabbit hole to cover for another day.
A notepad while live streaming the other day with a link on it. Users online quickly found it goes to a collection of various vulgar and NSFW links and websites, ranging from teen to family to girls and animals to lolly and more.
It's not just lolly; they had animals and fucking weird. Why do people look at weird shit like that? I never understood that. Like, you're a grown ass man looking at shit like that.
I'm less concerned about the fact he's looking at, and more concerned about the fact that he showed it off publicly.
That sounds like a nigga that likes it up the ass.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, why are you showing it
Yeah.
publicly? Like, fucking weirdo.
No one wants to see that.
No one wants to see that. Not only that, but no one wants to even like a lot of people get creeped out by that shit.
Exactly.
This happened, it pretty much immediately blew up while Lacari was still live on air. And when people flooded his chat due to the controversy, rather than stop the stream, he kept going live and decided to talk it out with his chat and friends on it.
Yeah,
I saw
it's
a video
him.
about him. That dude. Yeah, I saw that video about it briefly. I didn't watch the whole thing, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on with these people?" I didn't know he had connections to Asmongold though.
Lacari's mods started leaving. All of his friends addressed the controversy on stream. Mizkif threatened to sue him. There's lots to get into, so let's just jump in. Welcome to the internet versus Lacari. It starts when Yi tweets out the clip with the caption, Lacari National.
I'm skipping to the crash chat because I really don't care about reactions because I have my own opinions and I don't really care what other people think. I mean, that's the thing. It's like y'all can have your own opinions, y'all can have your reactions in chat and stuff, but I don't really care what other content creators have to say about shit because a lot of them are paid off shills that just say whatever benefits them. So why do we really got to care about what other shills have to say? Wait, what? I was talking about why
people
I'm
are only
skipping
going
it.
to talk about this and then they're going to forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it goes. Like they're gonna forget about it. Which, to be honest, I may remember it across the top of my head, but I'm gonna forget about it for a little bit for sure.
Yeah, honestly, once it starts dying down, he's going to be in the clear again, and no one's going to give a shit.
Yeah, no one's gonna give a shit, and people are just gonna allow him to make content again, and that's how it goes.
Yep.
Like, and that's why it's like I don't really care about reactions because a lot of the commentators don't even give a fuck about this shit. That's why I'm
really
against
don't.
the commentary community because they pretend to give a fuck about shit like this, but in reality they don't.
Yeah, it's honestly just good entertainment and drama for the time, and then once they're done laughing at the person over it, they move on.
That's the thing. I'll be honest. I actually do care because I want people like this guy to be locked up and has his career ruined. Because that's the thing. It's like people have gotten canceled for less, but it's because this guy's known and has clout and has connections that people are going to forget about it, and that's the unfortunate part.
I'll post this clip on live stream notification. Lacari crashes out, claiming he didn't do anything.
You didn't do
I had a nasty
anything.
lag hiccup there just now.
Wait, what?
I said the VOD had a really nasty lag hookup.
Oh, you mean the video? You mean the video that I'm reacting to?
Yeah, I don't know if it was the video, your connection, or what. It seems normal now, though.
Anyways, but yeah, that's the thing. The good dude says he didn't do anything, but literally showed his drive off. It's like, bro, you showed your drive off. Are you not like these people on drugs or shit? Like, come on.
Yeah, seriously, why would you not be more careful? People don't need to see your personal shit on screen. That's like if someone were to like show the taxes they're filing on screen for the entire world to see.
And they wonder why it's so easy for people.
And then
to
they get their
canceled.
identity stolen and they wonder why.
And that's the thing. These people wonder why people keep making fun of them. It's because you keep doing dumb shit in the public eye and people keep calling you out. That's the thing. If you put yourself out there and you do something in front of everybody, then everyone's going to call you out for it. It's that simple.
I'm joking about it. What the fuck, dude? What are you just writing your own narrative? You're just writing your own narrative, man.
Someone literally calling someone. Give Triton a moment here.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
And what the fuck else do you want me to do? What do you want to do? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't do anything. I didn't fucking do anything. That's why I'm not fucking crying and sobbing, bitch. I didn't fucking do anything, dumbass. You just want me to be guilty so fucking bad. Shut the fuck up, retard.
Man, listen, you're the one that showed your own drive out. Like, why are you doing this shit now? Come on. Come on. Like, why the fuck are y'all doing this shit? Why are you guys doing that? Like, why are you showing your drive, and then when people call you out and make fun of you for it, why are you crying like this? You're a grown-ass man. Act like it.
Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sick of this. You want me to be going...
You're so sick of stuff that you yourself put on you. You're the reason why you're getting made fun of because you're so stupid. You keep showing your personal drives and shit.
Yeah,
Fucking moron.
That's low-cal mentality right there. That's
He's
literally
literally
shit
low-cal. This
things
guy's
like
literally
Wings
low-cal.
and other idiots do.
And people like to call me a low-cal, but I don't do shit like this. I just
Yeah,
go
you
on
haven't
to tell the
showed anyone
truth.
your desktop.
Exactly. I haven't fucking even like I've screamed sometimes. I haven't screamed like this guy. This guy's way older than me.
He's so fucking...
Daytime replies with the same screenshot we looked at earlier, showing the 2 links, pointing out that that's what they are, and also adds, he also had the link highlighted to be copied. Why would he do that for a sketchy file that downloaded itself? Nuberson says, bro is not built for damage control. Should have just stuck to stream sniping Bulldog. Forsaken says, bro's legit digging himself deeper. And it's Stratera replies, dude, he's still talking about it, and Chad is still blowing it up. He's not going to slip past this one. King Crooked tweets out this clip with the caption, Lacari explains how shady stuff ended up on his PC.
How does it end up there? Okay, let me explain what happened. All right?
Explain what happened. Let me guess. It got there, put there mysteriously, or you were hacked. He was hacked. Let's see if he goes with that.
Let's see his explanation. I'm curious.
Surfing a site. Okay? The shit got downloaded. Like, I didn't trigger a fucking download. It just got downloaded. I opened up the fucking text document. I saw what was in it. I deleted the text document. I deleted it. But the problem with Windows 11 is that even if you delete the text document, it apparently still stays there. So it was still there. After I deleted...
Who put it there? It don't just magically pop up there. Someone, either you or a family member or someone that has access to your computer, put it there and downloaded it. It don't just stuff like that just don't automatically download to your computer.
Deleted it. I've told you guys 1,000 times that's what happened. Like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I have like a fucking 3 terabytes of fucking hentai on my fucking hard drive, bro. Like a lot. Sometimes you go to a site, some shit downloads on your shit. You don't fucking want it. You fucking delete it. And that's just what happened, man. Okay? Like, that's what happened. I'm sorry, all right? Like, I don't know how many times I have to explain this, but that's what happened. Dude, let's just move the fuck on, please.
And that's how you know, like, he's guilty, because he's like, well, just move the fuck on, move on. It's like, can you just admit it that, yeah, you downloaded it because you're a weird fuck and move on? Like, come on, you're a weird fuck and you downloaded this shit, you like that shit, and now you're complaining that you yourself exposed yourself. You shouldn't have exposed yourself. Sorry, bro. And you can't make up these. That's the thing. He thinks people are stupid, but people are not stupid, especially in these days and ages where the government keeps lying to us. People are not stupid. If we're not going to let the government lie to us, we're definitely not going to let some stupid content creator lie to us. Like, come on now. Oh, these people are fucking retarded.
That's what I was going to do.
No one's going to fucking believe me, man. There's no moving on? Okay.
You were trapped by a meaningless duty that was never yours.
That's another thing. Why do you care what trolls have to say? That's another thing. These locals keep on just getting mad at random chatters and what random chatters have to say. It's like, come on, these are chatters. If you don't like it, just ban them and move the fuck on. They're chatters. Like, why are you letting chatter? Why are you speaking out over what chatters have to say? Oh, the chatters are not on my side, okay? The truth's the truth, right? Why do you care about what some random chatter has to say?
Captain.
And Everlasting Apex replies, repost from the other thread. Hi, what Lacari says doesn't line up with my observations. Notepad does save your temporary text in tabs. However, the tab's title will match the content. Content equals this is a text. Title equals this is a t ... Here, the title is different, which means it's a saved file with a proper title. Now he says he deleted the file. This is also not matching with my observations. When you delete the file and you open Notepad, as soon as you select that tab, the text disappears and it will give you an error saying the file is gone. Here, he was literally on that tab and got no error. Text is still there. You can literally test all this and double check it right now.
See, you don't even need to go through a whole hypothesis. Like, just knowing that shit doesn't download itself and it was downloaded to his computer, that makes him automatically guilty, because who else could download it to your computer? Literally, who?
Watch him pull the "my brother did it" argument.
You know, that's what John Swan did like a while back. Like, John Swan was like, oh, my 12-year-old autistic cousin did it. He's going to pull that shit. He's going to be like, oh, my brother did it, or my mom did it, or my dad did
That's
it.
one of the oldest internet tricks in the book. Blaming shit you do on your brother or another relative.
Yeah, like that's literally the old, like people have been doing that since like 2009.
Oh, they've been doing it longer than that.
Oh, I'm not outright
Probably like the 90s then.
Yeah, probably.
calling him a liar in case he has some different version of Notepad than mine that behaves differently, but goddamn, it's not looking good. Icy Concentration posts this clip on the livestream fail subreddit with a caption: Lacari accuses Mizkif of sending him the inappropriate files. Miz threatens legal action.
Actually, Mizkif linked it to me. He did.
Okay.
Dude's changing his story.
Nice.
Now he's blaming Mizkif, which is sad because Mizkif is a piece of shit with credible allegations, but you blaming Mizkif is not going to save your case.
I mean, just throwing him under the bus. I mean, I get why he did it because of the allegations and shit. Come on, man. Seriously?
Come on.
At least, if you're going to blame him for something, at least blame him for something he did.
Yeah, blame him for something you actually did instead of just blaming something you did. You're literally like, nah, Mizkif linked it to me. It's like, bro, no one's going to believe, no one's the smart brain's going to believe that shit. Come on, man. These people think we're stupid or something.
And even if he did link it, why did you download it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, why would you download it? Like, you still downloaded it. So, even if he did link it.
That is absolutely defamation, and I will be suing you for that.
Ghost put those. Okay, first off, you're a fucking retard.
Idiots.
Because the files weren't on my PC.
You literally just called me a pedophile. If you don't think I'm suing you, Lacari, for everything you just have, you're fucking out of your mind. That's insane what you just said. Insane.
That is.
Ew.
All right, sorry about that. We're back.
It's crazy.
You just fucking called me a pedophile.
And Luke Parks replies, what the fuck is Lacari smoking, bro? Every 2 minutes is just digging the hole deeper. And the best hater replies, it never ends. It's fascinating to watch in the worst way. And Astral Alive replies, I'm glued to my screen, not gonna lie. Neon Parza says, if all these LSF streamers get arrested, world will be a better place. Just do it. And Slime Fighter says, Nina would finally rest in peace if Forsen was arrested. And Cutie Gavira says, Peppa's soul can finally find peace. And Mine Ralk says, to be fair, she was barking and caused Forsen to not see anything. Norman says, you know it's bad when you have to side with Mizkif on this one. And Dullwind replies, Mizkif is a psycho, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's true. And Norman says, Lacari already changed the story multiple times, so no, Mizkif has nothing to do with it. And Dullwind says, you can change the story multiple times and finally end up telling the truth. I'm not saying I believe Lacari, but would I be surprised if Misgift did this? Probably not. Most IRL streamers are mentally ill. That doesn't excuse Lacari at all. And Norman says, he's saying a hentai site downloaded the link to his PC.
Even, let's say, like, Lacari's right, that Miskiff did send him those links, right? He still downloaded it. So, like, that ain't a getaway out. Like, oh, he sent it to me. You still downloaded it. So it's like you still were complicit into it. So throwing him under the bus.
If it were the case about it downloading his PC, it would be in the back end of the PC. It wouldn't be like in his download history and shit. And it would also more than likely be connected to a virus, but I don't think that's the case in this.
No, it's definitely not connected. He's downloaded it and he doesn't want to admit it. Instead, he's throwing Miskiff and all of his old buddies under the bus for something that he chose to download.
He later visited. It's not just changing story based on false memories. That's a whole new sentence. Creepy Taurus tweets out this clip with the caption, Miskiff goes off on Lacari.
Okay, no, I won't. I'm gonna stream.
Love Roblox?
No!
Earn Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards.
No!
No, fuck Roblox.
Online.
Fuck pedo blocks.
Whatever. All right, GG's chat.
You fucking hate my guts. You literally have talked so much shit about me behind my fucking back. And you said, Miskiff, who's that guy when you went live after the Emerald bullshit. Shut the fuck up that you would host me. You were just such a fucking loser little bitch. And I cannot wait to see you go. My fucking God. I hate streamers, bro. They're so cringe.
And I hate you too,
like
Miskiff. Yeah, like you. You literally cringe.
I mean, I'm gonna even though he's in the right in this case, I'm still gonna take pot shots at him for being
just because Miskiff's in the right doesn't mean we can't clown on him. We're definitely still gonna clown on you, but yes, he is unfortunately in the right in this one because Lacari is just a bigger idiot.
Look how fucking fake how he is when he's backed up against the wall. Look how fucking fake he is. Look how fake he is. Say it to his face. I'd say it right to his face. Look how fucking fake he is. The second he's backed up to a wall, what does he do? Well, man, I'd rate Miskiff if he was live. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. You are a fake fuck. You're a fucking loser. You're going to be permabanned next week.
Impossible Aussie replies, heartwarming. The worst people you know are all fighting. And for
all he had to do was not say anything about
Taro
it,
tweets out this clip with the
and it would have
caption,
probably blown
Miskiff is
over.
going to pull Lacari's internet logs from when they...
Instead, he interacted with the people on social media and on his stream, and now it's a far worse situation than it already was.
Yeah, it's a far worse situation than it already was, and now it's escalated to the point where everyone's against him.
No way.
And even Miskiff, the guy that everyone hates, is getting a W because Lacari couldn't even just ignore it.
Yep.
Used to live together.
What if he was downloading that stuff when he lived with you? You got to report him yourself? Bro, I really hope that's not the case, man.
I mean, I don't know if he did download it while he was living there, but
Wait, he lived with Miskiff at one point?
Yeah, that's Miskiff's ex-roommate.
Makes sense why he would throw Miskiff under the bus then.
Yeah, because he's just as bad as Miskiff. Because Miskiff throws people under the bus, and his friends throw him under the bus back. They're all just a group of snakes.
I will take whatever action's needed. Tomorrow I'm gonna call AT&T.
And 1+2 Break replies, unless he was actively logging the entire time.
Opie met his attorney, not AT&T, the phone service. Man.
Well, AT&T does internet too. That's the thing. Yeah.
But what would AT&T do?
AT&T hosts internet. Like, they're an internet service provider now. They have been for years.
No, I know there's internet service. In fact,
But I don't think there's anything they could do about most of this shit, honestly.
Yeah, that's the question.
Unless he's
I'm
been
asking.
downloading like actual real CP, I don't think there's anything they could do legally.
I don't think so either.
Already lived with him. What fucking logs are you talking about? Unless you go to AT&T with a warrant, they're going to tell you to kick rocks. And Dr. Ben says, let's be real here. He's not going to do anything. Even if by some miracle he were to obtain a log of all his internet traffic from years ago, he's not going to sift through it to find anything and be able to connect it to Lacari. Can't believe I made it says, might be the most performative clip I've ever seen of Miz. He would probably be defending Lacari right now if he didn't say, who was Mizkif 2 months ago? And Seer fucked my mom replies, it's performative, but general vibe seems to be he was shit-talking Miz behind his back to a lot of people, but in particular Tectone. So Miz was pretty much done with him. I'm not sure exactly why Lacari decided Tectone was his best friend in Austin, except, you know, Tectone's passive lolly shit, and being a creep and being a gotcha degenerate. This is still performative. He probably loves that someone who picked Imaru and Tectone/Aspen over him is getting destroyed. In his mind, it makes them all look bad, even though he'll forget he was Lacari's best friend for years, and also kept him making jokes about Lacari being into lolly shit, and laughing it off like it's nothing. Such Answer posts this clip on the livestream fail subreddit.
Hello,
Lacari
Muffin.
finds out Lolicon is illegal in Texas.
Hi,
Says he'll
Muffin.
delete his hard drive.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if it's illegal in Texas or not. I do know, however, that the SB20 thing is actually technically directed at fucking
I think it is actually.
It might be.
Texas.
I need to look it up, but from what I remember, the SB20 law was actually created in the 70s, and the recent update to it had to do with like AI stuff.
Let's see the lawyer perspective because there's a segment called Lawyer. So let's see what the lawyer has.
Oh
to
yeah,
say.
let's check that out. and see
A
what's going on
deadly
there.
alien posts this clip on the livestream fail subreddit with the caption, Lacari says he's good because he didn't spend any money to obtain files.
You either pay
I
to
don't
view
think
those
that
files if
matters.
you show that you didn't spend money on
That
it.
doesn't matter, bro. Like, shut the fuck up, bro.
What really
This
matters
guy's
is what the
stupid.
contents of those what pertains the contents of those files exactly.
Yeah, it's what's in the content. Doesn't matter about. Man, this guy's dumber than bricks.
We're good. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, then yeah, we're good. Then we're actually good.
You're not good. People are still gonna make fun of you. Sorry, cocksucker. That's just how it is.
If that's the case, we're actually good because I didn't spend any fucking money on that shit. I literally immediately deleted it. You can check my fucking.
Only way
banking,
I could see
everything.
this happening by accident is if he like went to a torrent and he just clicked on like porn torrent and it had
An
like a bunch of
adventurous
his
time
porn
replies,
in it.
possession is one charge. Paying for it is a separate charge in many jurisdictions.
Wait, what was that again?
I said the only way I could see this happening on complete accident is if he like downloaded a porn torrent off of like a torrent site or something, and it had just like a bunch of random assorted porn in it.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the thing. I think it was on purpose, and he downloaded it himself, and he's just trying to lie out of it instead of either shutting up about it or saying, "Yeah, it was me. What are you gonna do about it?"
Everything okay, Triton?
Yeah.
Hey, you were kind of distracted there for a second. That's why I was wondering.
Oh no, I was. Oh, no, I had the wrong video playing.
And Malphus Alex says, do links still count as possession? Because I assume, at least hope for the sake of the belief in humanity, that he didn't actually download the content. An Adventurous Time replies, disclaimer, not a lawyer, I just play a doctor on TV. Just having the links wouldn't be a crime unless they are known to law enforcement. That might be sufficient for a warrant. If anyone has any US case law contrary to this, I would love to see it. In 99% of the cases, law enforcement knows what you possess. Either a cloud provider tipped them off, you posted it somewhere, or they got their own copy through a torrent. Unique Astronaut posts this clip with the caption, Lacari contemplating getting a lawyer over the links.
Gotta get rid of it.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't see a lawyer taking his case. Like, bro, what defamation do you have? Like, you literally.
Well, it's not just that. It's is this even worth defending in court? Honestly, you want to know the truth?
No, it really isn't. Like, you could just stop talking about it, let it blow over, and it will literally blow over.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's dug himself so deep right now that I don't think he could get out of the hole right away because he won't.
I guess he can
shut up about it.
Yeah, he needs to shut the fuck up about it. Literally.
All for a lawyer.
For what?
Well, they're saying they're scaring me. They say I need a lawyer.
Okay,
Does
Lacari,
JBT video files
you know what's
mean
going to
you are
happen
the dab?
if you go out and get a
random
lawyer?
port site virus attack
That means you were
excuse on them
actively
like
looking
getting
for a
caught
problem to
downloading
defend.
boobs on the family computer. Lack.
And Wandering Shikari replies, did he really say he's a tech security expert? His story right now is that a hentai site downloaded a link to his notepad and then he visited that site. And it's Artico says, yeah, but 15 minutes ago he was.
Yeah, that story's bullshit. They disguise so that why can't you just admit you downloaded it or just not say
Honestly,
it?
I want to see a YouTube lawyer's perspective on it because
I really do. I wonder if Legal Mindset made his video on it yet. Even though I don't really like Legal Mindset, but
I mean,
he's a
even
lawyer.
though you don't like him, well, he's a lawyer. You're not supposed to like him for one thing. And secondly, he's usually pretty good about knowing about legal stuff. That's one of the few things I can give him credit for.
Saying he doesn't know how this shit works. And Wandering Shikari says, regardless of whether he's guilty or not, the first rule for cybersecurity is don't download sus things and don't click sus links. So weird. King of Swing says his friend is not.
Legal Mindset did make a video on the situation, so after this video, we can watch Legal Mindset's perspective on it. And it's only 9 minutes. It's only 9 minutes as well, so it's not even a long video.
That's cool. I'm very curious.
Not helping. Intimidator replies, grave. He tweets out this clip of the caption, Lacari reveals message Asmongold to send him during the incident.
Asmon messaged me and said, bro, you need a separate PC for that stuff. Oh my god.
Imagine Asmon didn't even message. Imagine he just made that shit up.
I mean, he has a point, though.
He does have a point.
Yeah, but that would require you to like actually put an effort to set up a second PC.
I have a second PC.
And given that you were playing on a 10-year-old PC forever and had...
And Asmongold replies, info had just come out and the clip I saw had the names and everything censored. Obviously, I wouldn't have said this if I knew what the content.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point there. Because, I mean, yeah.
Was and not
it
relevant.
Throws Asmon under the bus if he says that shit. Honestly, you want to know the truth.
Yeah, he did kind of throw Asmon under the bus. So that's what's really weird about it. It's like he's throwing instead of explaining the situation, he just throws Asmon under the bus.
Well, technically, Asmon threw himself under the bus on accident because he didn't have the full context of the situation.
Yeah, he didn't have the full context and know what's going on and kind of got himself in a sticky situation.
Yeah. In the caption, this you?
You openly admitted you never do research or read articles outside of Twitter. How can you shamelessly tell others to read more? I don't need to understand whatever article you want me to read. All I need to understand is human psychology and incentives. And incentives and human psychology are the deciding factors of how people will behave. I don't need to read your little special book or your Wikipedia article or anything else besides that. None of that stuff matters. What matters fundamentally is how do people act, how do people think, and how do people respond to incentives? If you can understand that, then nothing else matters. It's pretty simple.
Yeet then tweets out this clip of Asmongold with the caption, Asmongold comments on the Lacari situation.
People are associating you with friends with Tecton Lacari because you're part of it? Well, I mean, if he gets investigated, they're going to find out all of his links. And so I say, you know what? I welcome that. You know, I have nothing to do with it. So why would I be worried? So that's my outlook on it. It's not a big deal to me. Obviously, I'm not involved. And so I had nothing to do with it. So yeah, sure. They talk whatever shit they want. But anyway, yeah, you got to farm it like a crop. Well, I'm not going to really farm this one a lot. I mean, I've known Lacari 8 years, right? And it's just like, I'm going to be real. Like the shit just really stresses me out, man. It sucks. It does. It really sucks. Fuck. You know, like I don't know what else to say, right? I mean, like honestly, it does. Like I don't really fuck. It's heavy, yeah, it's heavy. Like and I don't want to get involved in it. I don't want to make. And I'm gonna be real, guys. I've already got one defamation lawsuit in the chamber. I don't need to be double barreling this shit. Okay, I don't need to be dual wielding these. So I don't want to talk about whether something is what happened.
That's a smart move because Asmongold's already in a defamation lawsuit with Miskiff. He doesn't need to be in another one. And
he did threaten someone with another lawsuit, though. They deleted their post on Twitter because they were calling him a pedo.
What, Miskiff?
No, someone else.
Oh, on Aspen?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
That Abraham Lincoln parody account.
That's probably that was probably a troll. That probably wasn't serious.
Oh, no.
And what didn't happen, what's involved, what's not involved. I'm going to be real.
Wait, it was? It wasn't.
It was dead serious. And also, he deleted his post after Asmongold said, I think I'm going to sue.
Like, I don't want to have anything to do.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, Asmongold threatened to sue that account.
Yeah, they were talking about a woman, the woman he associates with age. They were saying she was younger than she actually was.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. In fact, I watched a video of Aspen actually talking about that. Talk about how he wanted to sue him because of defamation.
Yeah.
With this shit. And so, yeah, anyway, all I'm saying is, I don't want to have anything to do with this shit at all. And I hate to say it, guys, but I think all crap this week might be.
He has a lot of money to throw around. He could make your life miserable, even if he doesn't win the case.
Yeah, exactly, because Aspen has a lot of money.
Canceled. Sorry.
It has the entire right wing on his side, too.
Frank replies, search Asmon's second computer. Gravachi says, I never understood dudes that have corn folders and shit like that. The internet is free for corn if you absolutely want to go find it. You don't need to save your favorite corn. That's some freaky shit. Ethan tweets up this clip of XQC with the caption,
what's up?
I was going to comment on that, but I decided, it's not worth commenting on and getting clipped out of context.
XQC.
Yeah, because a lot of trolls and bitches will try to clip you out of context.
Calls out Asmongold for using defamation as the reason not to cover Lacari.
Check. I don't really have a social read on this. So I can really normally read people. I don't know what the f he's saying it. I mean, you're not gonna get sued if you watch a clip for what the clip is and just say, yeah, that's.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think he can get sued for just watching a clip and say, yeah, Lacari's an idiot for leaking his porn and links in the drive and debunking Lacari when Lacari is in the wrong. And even if Lacari did try to sue, Lacari wouldn't win the case. I guess QC is right here because Lacari is not going to win the case.
Bad, you know what I mean?
Didn't happen.
You won't be...
What's involved? What's not involved? I'm gonna be real. I don't want to have anything to do with this shit. And so, yeah, anyway, all I'm saying is, I don't want to have anything to do with this shit at all. And
this friend, I don't give a fuck. What the fuck would I care? Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, I hate this, these people, when people make the defense, oh, dude, this is his close friend. This is his girlfriend, this whatever. Yo,
it really doesn't matter, if it's a close friend. If your close friend does something stupid as a close friend, you should be like, hey, you're doing something stupid. You're doing something dumb. You're doing something retarded. You shouldn't have put those links out there.
All right, go. I'm not receptive to that at all. You can still hold somebody accountable without dogpiling like a bitch ass. If you're a bitch ass and you're uncharitable and you assume the worst out of everybody, out of somebody, and that's your friend, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But if something is really bad, you cannot run away. It's just bad. You can say, yeah, this is fucking awful. And that person, that friend would still be wrong if they were mad at you. Because you're being impartial. You can still hold them accountable and want them to do better. But this is
I hate to say it, guys, but I think Allcraft this week might be canceled.
Everything you need to get stronger is just around the corner.
I'm going to say this about XQC. The dude's probably self-projecting because there was a incident recently where he was attacking YouTubers, right? And for having models that looked underage and shit. Yeah, he was playing Galgun 2, which if you don't know is
First draw. All right, continue.
Anyway, he's playing Galgun 2, and he was like looking under girls' skirts and stuff in that game. This is XQC, by the way. And it's funny because he was talking about how he didn't understand why VTubers had these childlike models. And he was like, it's funny because it's just hypocrisy.
Yeah, a lot of these people are hypocritical.
If you don't know what Galgun 2 is, it's basically a... oh, yeah, he was doing it in VR too, by the way, which is even funnier. Anyway, the game is basically like a softcore porn game.
Damn.
Yeah, it's rated M for
Every
mature
time,
and
every
on
time,
consoles, but it's softcore
every time
porn.
people call out these people for weird shit, the people calling them out have weirder shit that they play.
Yep.
This is why you cannot hold real friendships.
Basically,
Well,
the
you know
whole
what?
point
If I-
of that
if- if-
Galgun
what you mean-
game is to shoot girls and make them orgasm with your gun.
It's coming, dude.
That's literally the point of the entire game.
Is that if what you say is that I have to defend bad, if a friend does it, then I'm like glad I don't have real friendships because I don't want to be friendly with people that do like absolute fucking horrendous shit. Then at that point, I am perfectly okay with that. What a stupid comment that is. Like who wants to be friends with fucking, how do you think you get? I mean, and I have to say,
bro,
hey, complete. How do you think you get Epstein situations? How do you think you get Epstein type people that get to the level that
It's simple. If your friends doing Epstein level situations, you don't talk to them. That's simple. But you actually don't talk to them. You don't just self-project and do it yourself. You actually don't talk to that person.
Yeah.
they do this shit because they get greenlit. Nobody's holding them accountable. Nobody says shit. Nobody gives them any pushback, and they get greenlit all the way through, all the way to the entire road. That's how you get Epstein situations. You fucking moron. What is wrong with you? I cannot believe you're getting pushback on that take. Come on, bro.
And Shao IRL replies, quite weird that Asmongold didn't want to talk about this. And Thorgrim Steelfist.
Not really, especially if he's already under a defamation lawsuit. Why would he put himself in more risk? Like, come on. That's why there's channels like me talking about it.
This post makes a good point there. He doesn't talk about legal stuff. Point.
Yeah, I didn't even see him talk about Hassan's legal stuff, even though he would love to make fun of Hassan.
He doesn't like talking about legal stuff because he's not a legal expert.
Mm-hmm. That's for people like Legal Mindset to talk about. And we're not even talking about this from a legal standpoint. We're just
literally just wants to game and turn his brain off. He doesn't want to have to deal with controversies like this bullshit.
You got to talk about politics, which I'm only talking about this because Jim recommended me this, and it's kind of a little funny, not going to lie, but yeah, it's like politics is what Asmongold, geopolitics is what Asmongold cares about. That's what I kind of care about.
That's not even his primary focus of his channel, but it's one of the things he does talk about.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't talk about Hassan's legal stuff. He doesn't talk about Destiny's legal stuff. He doesn't talk about NMP's legal stuff. He doesn't just talk about legal stuff. And Shao IRL replies, he has always reacted to clips of these events. Of course, he's never going to dig through legal filings. One of the biggest drama/crimes in the history of streaming, and he doesn't want to cover the clips. And Thorgrim says, depends on the event, but he routinely says he isn't going to cover the Destiny stuff or the Hassan stuff that's about the same topic. He maybe sometimes gives an overview, but that's it. And he moves on to something else that doesn't involve the legal system. He only talked about the Miz stuff because it was outed by Emiru. Before then, he didn't talk about it at all. Yeet tweets out this clip of the caption, Quinn speaks on Lacari potentially being cancelled.
But in his downfall, Lacari has given us great ammo against all the ayayas in chat. They got your mans.
His downfall. I don't think, for starters, I don't think there's a dude.
This won't cancel him. He's still gonna stream, and y'all gonna forget. Like, come on, y'all chatters need to stop pretending you gotta win. Like he's gonna go away. This man's not gonna go away.
What's worse? Either by mistake, so some shit's come out. Okay, there's streamers that have done shit in real life to other people who are underage, and they are still streaming on the platform. just fine.
He has a point
Yeah,
there.
he has a point there. Like, look, EDP's still here. In fact,
Well, he keeps coming back. People keep getting rid of him, and he keeps coming back. He's like a roach.
Vanos crew got like. There's a lot of streamers that have gotten exposed for they're still around though that don't get banned. Mini Lad, Dr. Disrespect and Mini Lad talked to multiple minors inappropriately, and he's still on the platform with 5 million subs and doing fine, no pushback whatsoever.
And people seem to not care at all. All right, versus like there's some mysterious files appearing on Lacari's computer, which look really bad, which look really bad. They look awful. It's like the worst shit you can have in your computer. Like I'd rather have like Lacari's like head gore links pop up, you know. I'd rather, you know, it's pretty much the worst shit that can pop up. So yeah, it's like one of the things where someone implying that someone's canceled or someone's destroyed. I don't even know what you can do. I'm pretty sure you can be a murderer. I'm pretty sure you can be a murderer.
I saw someone accusing Asmongold of shit in the chat, and he's literally proven those allegations false. It's been Hassan spreading those rumors.
What?
But about Asmon having like relations. Yeah. I already explained it earlier, but yeah. What's even funnier is Hassan has allegations against him. So he's
Didn't he get arrested in China for shit too?
Oh, that was unrelated to it. That was related to him being a smug little shit and showing a meme to a Chinese guard. That was inappropriate for the Chinese government.
And not get canceled off Twitch. Well, you know, just cancel off the website.
Just you, building
Chinese
your app.
Police officer wanted to. Anyway, it was
on base 44.
So fucking stupid.
I'm pretty sure you could
but he has some allegations elsewhere in the
string.
world. Like allegedly, he had relations with a minor in, I think, in Germany. I'm not sure. I know it was some country in Europe. I know that, but yeah, there's alleged allegations that he did stuff with a minor there.
Not looking good, chat.
And people would still watch. I don't think there's anything you can do in the current year.
And Spaz replies, "This is so gross."
You're not wrong. There isn't really anything you could do besides just calling it out. That's all you can really do is just call it out. So what else can you do? I mean, you can go to Twitch and YouTube about it, but I doubt they'll do something about it. So
Did he actually say that? What this guy's saying in this post? Because I don't remember hearing that.
I don't remember hearing that either.
To take. Looking at pizza isn't hurting anyone. The victims of those fucking videos were hurt. So just looking at it for your perversions contributes to the harm of the victims. The victims being children. This is fucking disgusting. Craig Duncan says, Dr. Disrespected did nothing wrong and has 0 victims. All those guys canceled him, yet this will be deemed okay by them.
He admitted to it, dumb fuck. Dr. Disrespect literally admitted to it. What is this tweet? I get what analogy you're making, but your analogy's bullshit. He literally admitted to it. That's
on
why he
Twitter,
got
of all
canceled.
places.
Exactly. In fact, no one knew why he got banned for years and then admitted to that shit. Like, come on.
Will be silent because these are his friends and he doesn't like to be made accountable for hypocrisy. And AJ replies, he admitted to inappropriately messaging an underage girl, on top of the fact that he's married and had a kid. He tweets out this clip with the caption, Soda Poppin' speaks on Lacari.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy stuff. He kept streaming. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, fuck. Best thing is to just, don't have a notepad. I mean, it didn't take long for me to realize, can't be talking with this person no more. This is not good. So that's about where that's at.
My team is so shit, bro. My team is shitty.
I thought about messaging him, being like, dude, you fucking retard. But that's, again, 20-foot pole, 30, 500-foot pole distance.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, bro. Shouldn't have done that. Unlucky.
Yo.
And No Ham replies, unlucky. Dude has pizza on his PC. That's not being unlucky. Someone check Soda's hard drives. And Casual says, he's saying it ironically, retard. Literally look into any context to understand this is just a gamer sarcastic term. And No Ham says, probably shouldn't use that slang when talking about a pedo. Only Soda fans will know. And I'm not a Soda fan. Dumbass. Qco posts a tweet about Lacari with a caption, Lacari and I broke up over 1.5 years ago. When we dated, I had asked to see his prawn folder because I heard allegations. I did my due diligence when I suspected something was amiss. When I couldn't find anything crazy, I stopped suspecting. Clearly, I was wrong.
Not defending Lacari, but never, ever take the word of crazy exes, even when the guy's a piece of shit. Because 10, I'm not 10 out of 10, but 8 out of 10 times the crazy exes are just as bad, if not worse, than the guy that they're going after. So yeah, bear to knows knowledge about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust his ex either. Link to a long clip where her and Lacari are talking about his folder, and then the post continues. The worst I saw was NTR hentai, but now I know he could have hit the worst of it. I don't know why people keep associating me with him when he has a new GF, and I'm getting rage baited into a response. So here it is. Tectone tweets out, boys, masturbation addiction is something that if you don't control can take you down a very dark path. It can ruin your life. Take steps to clear your mind and get off that path before it's too late. This is not a joke. Take care of yourself. Then after Lacari ended stream, he was on his Discord and he sent a message, which bloomed screenshots and captions. Lacari asked his Discord for help after viewers reported him to the FBI over the sus files on his computer. And it's a message from Lacari saying, there's 2 black Suburbans on the street. What do I do? I'm so fucked. Yeet then tweets out that Lacari has been banned on Twitch, and Blazion replies, remember that Hassan, a terrorist supporter, dog abuser, and alleged pedophile that went to a German brothel where there were underage women, is still on the platform.
There it is.
Unbanned
There's what
while
I
you
was
are
talking
banning
about.
others.
For this?
Yeah, the German brothel where there are underage women.
Oh, yeah, I actually did hear about that before.
Yeah, that's
Don't
the
get to pick and
allegations
choose.
against him. So he has no
When
room
the
to talk
TOS
about
should be applied
allegations when
at
he's got his
Twitch.
own.
And Julian replies,
Exactly.
bro, this guy had pizza saved in his PC. That's a crime. Why whatever so posts on the livestream fail subreddit that Lacari has also been banned from Twitch. And White Hot Riot replies, actually shocked it happened so quickly. And Datastream Cult this replies, right? I thought this was going to be a next week thing, but I guess it gained too much traction to ignore. And Business says, someone probably reported it directly to authorities, either local or higher up. Internet mobs are no joke these days, lol.
But yeah, they have Hassan on the platform who's done way worse.
Oh, yeah.
Not defending Lacari, but I'm just saying Hassan's done worse. A lot of these other Twitch streamers have done worse, gotten away with worse. Yeah, just still on there just fine.
Double that hatred for pizza related shit. Forecasta says, rip Bozo. And Catalana replies, imagine how many other streamers out there are also this degenerate but are able to hide it better. And Briefad says, or just people in general. Much Guava 1396 says, imagine having literally the easiest job in the world and being paid insane money and then losing it all because you gooned too close to the sun. And Perfectly Splendid replies,
Gooned too close to the sun. That's actually funny. That's funny.
Just putting it lightly.
Too close to the sun is putting it lightly. If what the pictures implicate is true, he lost it all because he's a pedophile. KO says, Lacari, welcome to Kickman. And Pink Panda replies, can't stream from prison. And Storm says, both of you to assume a pedophile in America will go to jail. Shit Income replies, nope, banned there too. Attaching a link to a post which we'll look at in a moment. And Fozy says, welcome to Rumble, I guess. And yes, each tweets out that Lacari also has been banned on Kick. Mistor replies, oh.
That's how you know, like, this is serious when Kick bans you.
Oh, yeah, totally.
If Rumble ends up banning him, then that's how you know this shit's really bad.
He guilty. LSF also posts that he's been banned from Kick, and Maria Paraskova replies, bro lost to a notepad. And Big Steve says, obviously this is fucked.
Is this a
but if he
perma ban
wants to do
though?
that
That's what I
shit,
want
why
to
is
know.
it just sitting there in his streaming PC? And Broad Advantage replies, one of the greatest predictors of lifetime likelihood to commit a crime is poor impulse control. A while ago, I read a story about a man who had to serve time in prison for similar material. He violated his parole officer when he was looking at it again during a meeting with his parole officer. It's the same as the guys on To Catch a Predator who get caught trying to meet minors.
So you get in trouble for looking at shit, and then you look at the same shit in front of your...
During a meeting.
Are you stupid?
Yes, I know. Why are these people all so stupid?
Like, what the fuck?
multiple
They
times.
really can't complain about the lives being ruined when they do stupid, dumb shit like that.
Exactly.
Throwaway tweets out. Senna distances herself from Lacari.
If it is what I think it is very fucking disgusting. That's not something that is like, that's not just cancel culture. You know what I mean? That's like a crime. That's pretty serious. You know, I feel like I want to make that clear just so people know what my stance is on it. Cause I feel like, you know, to a certain degree, I mean, you guys probably know what it is, but I never want you guys to question what I think about that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want you guys to question that about my character and be like, okay, well, what is her opinion on this? Especially because I knew him. You know what I mean? It's really crazy. It's a crazy situation. Obviously, I didn't know anything about that. So waking up to that this morning was quite a shock. But I am not going to. I was like sitting there and I was like, fuck, like, I don't even know.
Not worth. Apparently, Moist critical. Like, damn, the situation got a lot of traction, a lot
You
of
got
tension.
people from both sides of the aisle coming together to talk about this shit, honestly.
Snap your
It's pretty
W-2
crazy.
and file your taxes 100% free. Plus, get your biggest refund. Roughly 37%.
Worth it. I mean, to be fair, I'm glad both sides are coming to talk about it and not the ones defending this shit because this shit's just dumb, stupid.
It's not
And-
really defendable, honestly. You want to know the truth?
It's not. It's like, come on. Like, for one, you posted it yourself, and two, you had fucking questionable links. Like, come on, you should even had those links in your computer to begin with. Especially if you are a big time streamer, like, you should know better. These people should know better, yet they don't.
That's very fishy, I'll tell you. And again, from that leak, from that notepad, the things that have been allegedly turned up from all of it are fucking unforgivable. Like, really disgusting, terrible shit.
Unforgivable, unredeemable, and honestly, I'm glad that Lacari got banned from Twitch because he's a piece of shit. He tried to defend himself, tried to lie. It's like, why are you even lying about this? Like, you got caught. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar, and now you want to pretend that you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't download those sussy links, those pedophilic links. Like, come on, man.
And him then saying, like, you know, just delete the hard drive, it's not worth it. Again, that doesn't really seem like behavior from someone that has nothing to hide.
I'm joking about it. What the fuck, dude? What are you just writing your own narrative? You're just writing your own narrative.
You said you're joking about it while screaming and like, come on. And we're writing our own. You literally had those links there in your computer. You had those pedophilic, disgusting, lolly links in your computer. How is that our fault? How is that us writing a narrative? That's just a fact. We can't write facts. Facts write themselves. In fact, if anything, you're the one that wrote this narrative because you're the one that did it. Narrative wouldn't have came if you did it. Now would it?
Man, what the fuck else do you want me to do? What do you want to do? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't do anything. I didn't fucking do anything. That's why I'm not fucking crying and sobbing, bitch. I didn't fucking do anything, dumbass.
You're not crying and sobbing, but you're screaming like a banshee. So yeah, that's just another way of being scared and coping. Because if you didn't do the shit, you wouldn't even be screaming. You would just be like, hey, I didn't do it. You guys are retarded. And move on. Instead, you're freaking out, got yourself banned everywhere. Now you're exiled. For good reason. And now you're probably going to go to jail because people keep reporting you to the FBI because there's probably worse shit that we... Because that's the thing.
Okay. You just want me to be guilty so fucking bad. Shut the fuck up, retard. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sick of this.
If you're so sick of it, you shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have those links there. You shouldn't have showed it to your audience. No one would have never known if you didn't show it. Not only that, but you shouldn't have those links in the first place. People wouldn't have called you a pedo if you didn't have those links. It's that fucking simple, my dude.
You want me to be guilty so fucking...
Yeah, like I said, he continued.
What do you mean we want you to be guilty? You're the one that did it. oh my God, these people suck, Torn. They really do.
Oh,
You
yeah.
all want me to be guilty. You forced me to be guilty. No, you idiot. You made yourself guilty. You made yourself guilty. We didn't make you guilty.
Continued streaming for hours, so obviously people were talking about it for a long time. He snaps eventually and kind of goes ballistic about it, saying like,
Yeah, because he has stuff to hide. If you have nothing to hide, you wouldn't go ballistic about it. You'd just be talking like how I'm talking right now, talking in a normal voice. You wouldn't be going ballistic and acting like a banshee and acting like a big spurg if you had nothing to hide. You just tell the truth. Be like, hey, look, I didn't do the shit. Or be like, I don't know how the fuck it got there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because if you truly didn't know how it got there, you could have just been like, and just been consistently, even if people don't believe you, just been consistently saying, I don't know how it got there, but you didn't do that. You're making up all these excuses, claiming that the hentai site hacked through your computer and did it. It's like, come on, no one believes that bullshit.
he didn't do anything. Again, I find that kind of hard to believe, given
Definitely hard to believe. It's very hard to believe.
everything that happened on stream, at least.
Because he also tried to blame Miskiff too, and Miskiff didn't do anything. There's no evidence that Miskiff sent him these links. Like, come on.
From the surviving clips that are out there from it, it does not look good.
Not look good at all. Moist Critical is right in this one. It does not look good at all, ladies and gentlemen.
This looks fucking
Type a like for me, peoples.
awful.
It looks really fucking awful, and that's the thing too. You speaking about it makes you look worse.
Again, I find it unlikely that this unfolded the way Lacari is claiming that it did.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see. I'm assuming.
Come to get your pizza. Do you want?
All right, continuing.
Assuming there will probably be, an actual kind of investigation here, judging by what was allegedly found in some of that leaked from Lacari.
And Emerald Apple replies,
All right, so now this video's done. I'm going to pull up the...
I got a soundboard. Hold on.
Nasty man, caught again, stealing hands. Nasty man.
Okay.
Wait, that's not legal mindset. Oh, it looks like Legal Mindset did not make a video. That was someone else's video, huh?
Unfortunate.
That's really
Are they
is.
still a lawyer?
Who, Legal Mindset?
No, I meant the person that made the video. Are they still a lawyer?
No, it's some random YouTuber.
Ah, well, honestly, a law YouTuber needs to make a video on it because I think that would give people the best perspective on this case.
I mean, Legal Mindset did make a
lot
hold on. Legal Mindset did make a video on Asmongold's defamation case. If you want to go over that,
I mean, we can go over it, I guess, if you really want to run the stream for another hour or something.
yeah, we can. Here, just take over the stream because I'm gonna go get food real quick. Just take over the stream and just but whatever. I'll be back. Just a second.
Hi, chat. Let's see. Anybody have any questions in chat? Maybe, or want to say anything? Yeah.
And that's where babies come from.
But if that's true, why hasn't Juzo gotten pregnant by me?
Because Juzo is a boy.
Ew.
Really? Now it's gross what you do to that poor man?
Yes, I am sorry, guys. Chat's dying, or I'm dying.
Well, I'm
over
back
here.
now.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's get to the final topic, which is Asmongold's lawsuit. Also, legal mindset, more like legal dick sucker. Am I right?
I mean, he's a lawyer, so of course you're automatically entitled to dislike him.
Yeah,
That's
but
just
even
how
then,
lawyers are.
but even then, even though we dislike him, we'll still hear his perspective on the whole Asmongold defamation case.
With Factor, my diet doesn't slow me down. My life is always busy and dinner is a struggle. I'm either ordering takeout or eating the same boring meal day after day. I couldn't keep up until I tried Factor. Factor saves me time.
No one cares.
Asmongold has a very clear defamation case that he should pursue if he decides that's worth it for himself. Of course, this legal mindset will teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney living over here in Asia. And this is a Fast Facts video, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. So let's jump right into it with our PowerPoint here. In case you guys aren't familiar with Asmongold, he's a little bit of a thing, a little bit of a big streamer, and he's got enough clout, enough power, enough resources to actually go through with these lawsuits. And this puts him in a much better and bigger position than he would be elsewise if he was somebody else other than Asmongold. But because he is...
If it's someone like me who gets slandered all the time but don't have the money to sue other people, then you'll really have trouble. Yeah. See, I can't sue my A-logs, so all I have to do is just debunk them and ignore them and pretend they don't exist. Because there's a lot of people, if I had the money like Asmon, I would sue the fuck out of.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Asmongold, he has this golden opportunity to go through with a defamation lawsuit. So let's get into it. What are the parties? Well, the potential plaintiffs are both Asmongold and the person that was actually defamed as well. Case, the streamer over here, you see her here is Asmongold's Case. They are collaborators. They are, as far as my research went into this topic, just friends. They never appeared to be dating, etc. But even if they were, that wouldn't be a problem, as we will show here as the facts go on. So the defendants, well, they're really accounts, rather anonymous accounts, on two different profiles on.
You mean douchebags that hide behind anonymous accounts just so they don't get caught because they know they're being in the wrong and they're scared cowards. They won't do it on the real alias. At least me, it's like everything I've ever done, I've done it under the Lord Triton name. These people, they do it on fake aliases. They don't show their face. They don't say who they are. It's so fucking stupid and cowardly.
X, formerly Twitter, and of course on Reddit. We see some kind of usual suspects here. If you guys have been following the coverage from Ethan Klein, you know about the lawsuits, the Jane and John Does of Reddit that are being sued in the Klein lawsuit. This is very, very similar, where we have anonymous accounts that would be identified. Now, in a recent video, Asmongold did say he's already got the name.
We have more information on that Minneapolis shooting now.
We do?
Yeah, apparently he wasn't a peaceful protester at all.
Yeah, see, both right and left, like they're not peaceful. They wonder, like, oh, why is everyone violent? Because both right and left are not peaceful.
This is actually crazy to say about somebody, right? Crazy to say. I'm thinking, like, you know, I'm already in a lawsuit, right? I'm already in a lawsuit. I'm already regularly talking to lawyers. Maybe I can sue this guy. We just make stuff up.
They literally said he was 33 and she was 17. Like, come on, you're just going to make up shit. And this is the problem. People make up shit and think it's funny. They're like, oh, I'm getting my clout, and it's funny. It's like, it's not funny when you get sued, and it's also not funny when someone gets sued.
Apparently, this whole thing about Asmongold having inappropriate relations with this woman and them lying about her age, it stems from something Hassan Piker said.
Well, Hassan Piker boosted it, but I don't think it was... He got it from a bunch of trolls that don't like Asmon.
Yeah, probably. More than likely.
Up now, that's a serious accusation to tweet with no receipts. I'll talk to my lawyers next time I have a meeting with them. Then I'll see kind of what their input is, right? It's so cringe to see something like that happen.
Why is Amazon paying me $63,000 a month? Well,
because
I didn't make this kind of money.
Now that's relevant because maybe there's
some other information he wants to get through a subpoena from X or from Reddit. But if he's already got the names, that's more than half of the battle. The opening statement. So essentially, Asmongold has faced baseless PDF, and yes, we're saying PDF because we want to stay YouTube friendly, allegations in early January 2026, stemming from a viral X post which falsely claimed he was dating streamer K's when she was underage. She was not underage. That was a falsity of that post.
That was a lie. She was not, apparently, according to
Also,
that, she was
another
over
note
20.
here. I think it's stupid that YouTubers have to censor themselves and can't say specific buzzwords anymore because a bunch of retarded advertisers will remove their advertisements from YouTube if YouTube lets them do it.
Yep, and that's the thing. Small creators like me can do it, but since we get monetized, it's like our speech would kind of be limited a little bit. A lot of people tell me I should just move to Kick or Rumble so I can keep my free speech forever.
If I ever get monetized, I'm going to tell them, fuck them. I'll take the yellow $$ of sadness, please.
I mean, honestly, I'll just take the as long as I don't get banned, I'll probably just take the yellow $sign. Because fuck censoring myself, ladies and gentlemen, and if you want to report me, then you are a faggot.
By the way, I stole that from the quartering, the yellow $sign of sadness.
Oh yeah, I remember this one streamer NBA making fun of the quartering over that. Saying, really, you're using that phrase? You are just a little bit like, bro. A lot of people made fun of the quartering.
I mean, he's not wrong though.
Her age was misrepresented as 17, even though she was over 20, right? Not over 30. No hag maxing here. The post had over 130K likes and was engaged with by millions of people before deletion. I'm going to show you that post in a second. Asmongold has called the allegations completely false. So the alleged, misrepresentation of age, etc., completely false, and threatened defamation against anyone spreading that misinformation. So not just the OP, but other accounts. And there were other accounts. There are other accounts that still have that information up nowadays. Defense of the poster. Well, there really is hard to defend this guy or girl, whoever it is. But they say, hey, we deleted the tweet, but not before it was viewed by millions, not before the harm was done, and not before others reposted it on X and Reddit. So that is a very, very weak defense if you're looking at it from the side of...
Once you put something on the internet or say something, it's out there forever.
Oh, yeah, totally. Because people can just bring it up again. They can archive it. Hell, even Twitter can give it out, or X, as it's called now, can give it out if a court subpoenas it. So, yeah, it's never truly deleted either.
Which side the burden is going to fall more on. And that's on the defense at this point. Because unless you've got some secret proof, this looks like a very clear-cut, bulletproof defamation case. In case you don't know, here's the original post. And, of course, this is false. So this is false information. So this account, which, once again, I'm not going to try to signal boost that account or person, but just saying he was 33, she was 17. Asmongold is and this word, the word that means criminal, with someone who is underage, right? I'm censoring that word. We all know what
that was. An Abraham parody account that was made by a leftist who was LARPing as a Republican.
That's funny.
It's so retarded.
In fact, isn't that account like a Son fan as well?
Yes, I would imagine so. It's like, where's the logic in that? The dude was a Republican. And contrary to popular belief, Republicans and Democrats did not switch places. That's only an illusion the left wants you to believe.
In fact, Democrats and Republicans are the same, in my opinion, because they both...
Well, I mean, the thing is, Democrats have just changed their targets for their discrimination. They haven't actually stopped discriminating people.
See, Republicans, they don't discriminate. They just get so mad when you call out the party and don't go along with the party.
Yeah, they like to blame us for the discrimination. And I'm sure, yes, some of the overly religious ones do discriminate against certain groups. I won't deny that. But at the same time, the left is way more guilty of it. It's just that now they've shifted their targets and are trying to hide the said discrimination through buzzwords and other things.
Mm-hmm. But like the Massie situation shows, Republicans are slowly starting to become just as scummy and dirty as the left.
Yeah, they're using completely different methods to get the same results. pretty
Yeah,
much.
the same results. They use different methods to silence you, but it's still silencing. Like, yeah, they use different methods, but it's still silencing.
Exactly.
What that is, right? And you see a picture here. Now, to me, this is absolutely ridiculous. It reminds me of kind of the height of consent argument, where, okay, you have to be so
this
high
argument.
consent. And as a tall guy, it's always like, what, am I not allowed to date short girls, right? And people are not allowed to go down.
I understand it.
Oh, I already understand it.
Oh, yeah. It's talking about like shorter characters.
Yeah,
and
basically,
people, it's like if you date someone that's this height or something, you're a pedo.
It's like, what the I thought it was age, not height.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if someone even looks remotely underage, it's automatically you're a pedo now, even if they're actually an adult.
It's automatically assumed as, pedophilic. It's pedophilia. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so if they're like a short and petite woman, they're apparently not allowed to have a relationship with someone.
It's like, bro, if you're a midget, are they like infringing on midgets' rights now?
It would seem so.
Like, just because you're short, it means you can't date anybody, or the person that's dating you will get called up. But that's just fuck.
Yeah, there's other things too. There's the face of consent, which has to do with people that have more childlike features on their face. It's so retarded. There's a bunch of them. I can't remember most of them, but yeah, those are the two.
It always is the kind of meme of 5'7" guys versus 5'7" girls. It's much different if it's a girl, right? The girl's super tall. 5'7" guy is a shrimp, right? You're not allowed to date short guys, girls. You're not allowed to do it. But it's kind of a ridiculous argument. And frankly, if you look at this girl case here and you see a child, you are the problem. The problem is not the person who is.
She doesn't even look underage. What the fuck? Like, that's the thing. They're trying to say that Asmongold dated her when she was underage, but that photo does not.
Wait, that girl's real? Oh my god.
Yeah, she looks like
her
a
in some YouTube videos before. That's why I thought she was AI generated.
Nah, that she's a real streamer that Asmon is supposedly friends with.
Yeah. But now that I look at her, it's like, oh yeah, I've seen this chick before. Huh.
I think she hangs out with like almost every other streamer. She's basically a stream thought.
Being this person or friends with this person or whatever, you are definitely the problem.
Well, she seems to be really good friends with Asmon, though. That's the funny part.
The particular evidence here in Uncle Mindset's evidence locker, I would say that a lot of evidence leads me to believe this is not an underage person, just based on basic appearance. But hey, that's me living over here in Asia. I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Now let's go to the argument. The original poster, now deleted, is the best target. He's the best target legally, and that's the person that the majority of the blame could be falling on. Other accounts repost the same information, and they can also be added as parties. But here's the thing. Many of these people are probably going to be judgment-proof. So the purpose of this lawsuit, the key of this lawsuit, is to set a precedent. Very similar to the Klein case, which is setting a precedent regarding the retrieving information on anonymous accounts on Reddit. In this case, you'd be setting a precedent for the use of this word, right? And the ubiquitous use of this word on platforms with no patrolling, no fact-checking, nothing else. People have been using this word, and it's really harmful because it is defamatory and criminal. So
people won't stop defaming other people unless they get sued. They have to get sued in order for the defamation to stop. That's the only way defamation is going to stop, boys and girls.
Goal would be able to subpoena people on X and Reddit, similar to the Klein case, for both user data and preservation of evidence, and it's best done ASAP. There's a short statute of limitations on this, only 1 to 3 years, so he's got to get moving on this within the next year or two. The law does prevent direct suit of X or Reddit, which is under Section 230. Now, I obviously, on this channel, if you've been watching it for a while, have a problem with that. I do think some of these 230 protections should be lightened up in cases like these where they failed to protect against a very common thing. This is something that is known. These 230 lawsuits, the 230 protections have prevented lawsuits from use of these words, and this word is very harmful to people. It causes huge reputational damage. And we're seeing some precedent in the Klein case for these type of subpoenas, and I hope perhaps increased responsibility on the part of the platforms. Last, there's also the possibility to file it as a John Doe lawsuit. So even if you didn't know who it is, and Asmongold does say he knows who it is, but even if he didn't, he could seek the identity through a subpoena of the ISP, the internet service provider, and seek damages for reputational harm, emotional distress, economic losses, things that would be very significant in his case. Now, my judgment, my ruling on this far is that Asmon is large enough to force changes, right, on the platform, to the platform itself as a result of legal action. Internal compliance departments, that is within these platforms, would be forced to take actions regarding unsupported criminal allegations. So what that means is when people are jumping on these platforms, whether it's X, whether it's Reddit, etc., and they're making these criminal claims, they're saying this person is a criminal, maybe these platforms have to vet that. We're not saying you're calling them bad or mean words. No, you're putting a criminal allegation against them. You're not just calling them a mean doo-doo head, right? You're going beyond that and saying this person is a criminal. Because remember,
you're accusing them of a crime they didn't do, and that's bad. And that's the thing. You should be sued to the ground and be put in jail for that. That's a crime. Accusing someone of a crime they didn't do, making a false report is a crime. And you doing that on the internet, it should be just as bad as making a false police report. I feel like lying on someone on the internet that large of a scale and doing that on purpose, you should be charged, just like how people get charged for making a false police report, because it's basically the same thing. Difference is they're not going to the police, they're going to the public. You're still lying to the public, and you're still ruining the person's life by doing that. And there would be less people doing that if people actually got consequences for it. Problem is, no one's getting consequences for it. And I know people will make free speech arguments, but it's not free speech to lie and slander at somebody. It's not. You can't cry free speech this, free speech that, if you're lying and slandering somebody. Okay,
bro, come on.
On a PDF is a criminal allegation. Right? It's very, very serious. So serious that
is this live? Yes, this is live, Dylan. And welcome to the stream, whoever you are. Nice that new faces are coming to the chat. Yes, this is live. And this is a live reaction of Legal Mindset's video on the Asmongold defamation case. Basically, some random Abraham Lincoln parody account is accusing Asmongold of pedophilia falsely, making up ages and shit like that. They're basically lying on the dude, and the dude's considering suing them. And Legal Mindset saying, yeah, Asmongold would have an actual case on it.
In fact, the algorithm doesn't.
And I know Asmongold would have a case on it. 100,000% he would have a case on this. Asmongold should sue this person to the ground. And reveal their identity too, because they want to do it on an anonymous identity. I feel like if you're going to ruin someone's life, you should be exposed and you should have your identity revealed. Because you can't just do that on an anonymous identity and think you're safe. You need repercussions.
People need to stop saying whatever the fuck they want and realize that some of the things they say have consequences.
Let's say free speech is one thing. Freedom of thought is one thing. But lying and slander is another. You can't lie and slander and claim it as free speech.
I don't think freedom of speech should cover propaganda and blatant lies.
100%.
The Constitution needs to be amended to remove that.
Yeah, because propaganda and lies are not under free speech. Because that's not expressing your opinion. That's just lying and slandering and being a massive dipshit.
Yeah, to like stir shit up and cause problems, basically.
Yeah, cause problems and cause issues. Like, you're not expressing your opinion. It's not just a controversial opinion. It's straight lies.
I didn't even like use of that word.
At least when you say Israel controls America, that ain't a lie. That's actually the fucking truth. So you can't silence me for saying the truth and saying what I see. You know what I mean?
No, but he was an American lawyer, and he does know some shit. That's the thing.
No, I'm not saying the lawyer. I was just saying that.
Oh, no, I was talking to the guy in chat.
Like, this guy doesn't know anything. That's why he streams for India and is it in America. But he is not wrong in this instance, though, because the person did slander Asmongold. That's the thing. I don't like Legal Mindset either. I've been critical of Legal Mindset in the past, basically because Legal Mindset just likes to lie on people sometimes, and he's not really good. But in this situation and this video, I haven't seen anything wrong because Legal Mindset in this instance is actually right. Like, the saying is, a broken clock could be right twice a day. And this is one of the times where Legal Mindset's actually right, because the Abraham Lincoln parody account was lying on Asmongold, was spreading misinformation on Asmon. So technically, Legal Mindset is in the right here, and he's not, even though he is a dipshit, and I don't like the guy, and I don't trust the guy in this situation is speaking truth. And I can say that Legal
Honestly,
Mindset.
we need more lawyer. Honestly, we need more lawyer YouTubers. I'm not
lawyer
gonna lie.
YouTube. But that's the thing. A lot of lawyer YouTubers just end up being liars. Like Nick Lacari, he was a good lawyer YouTuber, but then
until he got addicted to coke.
Yeah, until he got addicted to coke and then got exposed for all that crazy shit, and then he just went downhill. Yeah, let's see.
Gold is mentally and financially capable, because remember, this is extreme stress. It's really bad for your mental health. It's really financially costly. But I think he's got the money and he seems solid enough so far. I think it would be a net good for him, for the internet, if he actually did pursue this, if he'd actually set an example of this person and say, hey, you cannot do this. It's up to him, as it is going to burden his life, even if all the conditions are in his favor. But I do think he should do it if he feels he's up to it. That's my take, guys. What do you think? I want to know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the next one.
All right, guys. So that's I'm gonna
This used to be.
I'm gonna give my final thoughts on it, and I'm gonna. All right, so my final thoughts on it is, Asmongold does have a legal case in this. He should sue the fuck out of the Abraham Lincoln account and all the assault, and not just assault orbiters, but all of his detractors that participated in it. They should be sued as well, because they basically tried to do life ruination and they're knowingly spreading false information about him that is not true. So in my personal opinion, I feel like Asmongold should sue not just the Abraham Lincoln account, but any account that was engaged in the slander. And he should shut them down, get their identities revealed, and set a precedence of, hey, you can't just make up shit about people like this. You can't just be going on Twitter and being careless and saying this person's a pedo when they're not. Like, you can't just be making these false allegations and basically using the pedo word just to ruin people's lives that you don't like. Torin, do you have any final thoughts on this topic?
No, not really. I think all that's I need to say has been said in the video.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me, Torin. I really appreciate it. I'm going to end the stream, boys and girls. Thank you all for tuning in and listening. We're already at the 2 hour, 15-minute mark. I will be on Green Star Radio after this stream, so make sure y'all go over there and tune in to Green Star Radio if y'all want to go there. But I'm going to be in the stream. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe if y'all new, turn on notifications, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Y'all, it's probably tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow night at 7, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good one, and I'm ending the stream now. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.